The cruelest moment is when you realize the person you built everything for was building an exit plan all along. Grace was counting money at the shop one afternoon when neighbors entered, their faces heavy with something she couldn't name. Grace, one said gently, placing a cream-colored card on the counter. "We need you to see this." Grace picked up the card, still smiling. Then she read it. "You are cordially invited to the traditional marriage ceremony of David and Veronica." David's name. Next month's date. A woman's name that wasn't hers. "This must be a mistake," Grace whispered, hands shaking. "This is someone else's David." But their pitying faces told her everything. Her phone buzzed. David's message from China. "Trip going well. Be back in 2 weeks. Keep the shop running." 6 years. 6 years since she'd married him at 22. 6 years since she'd moved them from that single room to a 3-bedroom flat. 6 years of marriage without a child. 6 years building a house now almost finished, registered only in his name. And somewhere, a woman named Veronica, a single mother with 2 children, was preparing to marry Grace's husband in exactly 2 weeks. Grace couldn't sleep. The invitation haunted her, but doubt whispered, maybe a mistake, maybe David would explain. She kept working, but now every customer looked at her with pity. Whispers followed her. People avoided her eyes. 2 weeks felt like 2 years. When David returned, Grace waited at home in their 3-bedroom apartment, rehearsing her confrontation. The moment he walked in, she knew. His eyes held no warmth, just cold calculation. "David, people showed me a wedding card with your name on it. Explain. Get out." "What?" "I said get out. Our marriage is over." Grace's shock turned to fury. "After everything I've done? Everything? I married you when you had nothing. I built you from scratch. This is how you repay me? I don't care what you did. You don't care? I moved us from one room to this flat. I built that house with my money. Every naira came from my hand." The first blow caught her face, splitting her lip. Grace stumbled backward, blood filling her mouth. "You're beating me now, after I sacrificed everything?" David grabbed her clothes, shoving her toward the door. "Get out of my house. Get out of my life. Your house. Your house. I paid for this. I built you. You are nothing." Neighbors rushed in. Hearing the screaming, they pulled David away as Grace collapsed, bleeding but still furious. "David, why are you throwing her out?" one neighbor demanded. "What did she do?" "This is your wife," another shouted. "She's not my wife anymore. I want her gone." Grace helped to her feet, wiped blood from her mouth, eyes blazing. "You will regret this, David. Get her out of here," David roared. Neighbors helped Grace gather her things, face swelling, blood dripping from her split lip. But worse than physical pain was the realization. 6 years of building him from nothing. And this was how it ended. Beaten and thrown out like garbage. At 28, after pouring everything into this man, Grace was being discarded. The neighbors helped her out while David watched without remorse. Grace left with her face bruised, heart shattered, anger burning. She had built that man, she had built that house, and somehow she had nothing. Grace had always told her family to wait. Now, beaten and homeless, she was about to discover what it felt like when the people you abandoned decided they were done waiting too.